everyone and welcome to my February anticipated releases video. We're now into February, so it's time to talk about some of my anticipated releases for February. There aren't actually that many, to be honest, but there are still 4 that I really want to talk about, so let's talk about them. On February 1st, actually, so by the time this video comes out, this will have already released, but anyway, it's called Grieving Gold, and this one is by Daniel McDaniel, and it is the first one in the Luminosity Seed series. And this one, I'm just going to read you the synopsis because this sounds really good, and I'm not sure how I would shorten it down to a shorter summary like I did last time. But this one, it says, find your strength in the light or lose your chains in the darkness. 3 sun gods bathe the city of legends, Luminosity, in their blessed light. The city stands on the decaying ruins of an ancient civilization. Skeletal skyscrapers guard their solemn secrets of forgotten technology and past tragedies. But under the surface, the light dies and the shadows began. It is a dark god's domain, even caged, and he holds his grudges through the eons. 5 fates intertwine, thrown onto the currents of destiny, played like puppets. Will they be able to tear free from their strings? And that just sounds really interesting. I really like the idea of this really big epic fantasy. I like the idea of sun gods playing against shadow gods, and then also loads of people's destinies intertwine with each other. It just sounds really, really interesting to me, so I will definitely be keeping my eye out for this one in the future because it just sounds really good to me. Then on the 6th of February we have Your Shadow Half Remains by Sunny Moraine, and this one, it says, one look can kill. Riley has not seen a single human face in longer than she can reckon. No faces, no eyes. Not if you want to survive. But when a new neighbour moves down the road, Riley's overwhelming need for human contact makes her throw caution to the wind. Somehow, in this world where other people can mean a gruesome, bloody death, Ellis makes her feel safe. As they grow closer, Riley's grip on reality begins to slip and she can no longer fight her deepest desires. All Riley wants to do is look, and I mean, the cover alone looks really creepy to me, which I'm kind of into because I want to read more horror this year and things, and this one is a queer horror adult novella, and I'm like, this sounds really good. I love the idea of not being able to look at people, and then that could cause brutal bloody death and this kind of thing. It just sounds really up my alley and really interesting, so I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for this one as well. Then on the 27th of February as well, we have Kindling by Tracy Chee, and by the way, I apologise right now if I stumble over any of my words. I've done pretty well so far, but I am dyslexic, so reading out loud is not my strong point. Anyway, this one says, once the war was fought with kindlings, elite magic-wielding warriors whose devastating power comes at the cost of their own young lives. Now the war is over and kindlings have been cast adrift, their magic outlawed, their skills outdated, their formidable banner weapons, I apologise if I mispronounced that, prized only as relics and souvenirs. Violence still plagues the countryside and memories haunt those who remain. When a village comes under threat of siege, it offers an opportunity for 7 kindlings to fight one last time. But war changed these warriors, and to reclaim who they once were, they will have to battle their past, their trauma, and their grim fates to come together again. Or none of them will make it out alive. And the reason why this one really called to me is because it's talking about 7 lost soldiers searching for the peace they once fought for, and the future in which they're finally daring to believe in, this kind of thing. I love this kind of idea. I love the idea of outlawed magic, and then also exploring pasts and trauma and this kind of thing. I love all of that kind of thing in my fantasy, so I'm really, really intrigued by this one. Then at some point in February as well, I'm not entirely sure when because Goodreads is just telling me January 9th, which is not true for England. It's sometime in February, but that is Mislaid in Parts Half Known by Shauna Maguire. This is the 9th one in the Wayward Children series, which is a series of short novellas all about children who have gone through portals into magical worlds. Their adventures there, and then when they come back again, they usually get sent off to Eleanor West's School for Wayward Children, where she cares for them, helps them adjust back to the real world, or just helps them wait for their doors to reappear so they can go back home again. And I really, really enjoy this series, and this one we are again following Antsy, who was the main character of the last book, and this one's got something to do with dinosaurs. And I'm not finding out more about it because I like going into these books without much knowledge, but I know I really enjoy Ant's story, I know I really enjoy Shauna Maguire's work, I know I love the Wayward Children series, and I know I love dinosaurs. So I'm just very excited for this one to drop through my door. This is the only one on this video that I have on pre-order, but I am so excited for it. I cannot wait. And that is the end of my February anticipated releases. There wasn't really that many this month, but these are the 4 that have intrigued me the most. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me your most anticipated release for February. I'd love to know. Or if you don't have that much time, leave me a dinosaur emoji down below to let me know that you were here. And also leave a link as well down below to all my social media if you want to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which has weekly updates on the latest Marvel comic releases if you are interested in finding out what Marvel's releasing each week. All of that will be linked down below, as well as a link down below as well to my digital reading journal, which is a free reading journal template for you to check out if you want to try it out for yourself this year. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. Until next time everyone, bye!